Is anyone game to change the world? Man, you guys look amazing. You are like the best looking people. Do you have to be pretty to join? Is that part of the rules? Thanks, bro. Kind of wish it was a lady, but I'll take it, man, at this age. I'll take it, bro. In 1666, St. Paul's Cathedral burned down in London. And they hired the most famous architect at the time, Christopher Wren, to come rebuild this thing. And one day he walks up to the job site, and there's 3 bricklayers laying brick. And he says to the first one, he says, "Sir, what are you doing?" And he said, "I'm laying brick. I'm a bricklayer to feed my family." He says to the second man, "Sir, what are you doing?" He said, "I'm a wall builder. I'm building a wall." And then he said to the third man, "Sir, what are you doing?" He said, "I'm a cathedral builder. I'm building a cathedral to the Almighty." They were all doing the same thing, but they all looked at themselves a little different. They built a cathedral to the Almighty because they were cathedral builders at the end of the day. We all post reels and post stories and do all this stuff on social media, and some of us are laying brick, and some of us are building walls, and some of us have a mindset that we're going to build an empire. Before you go home, can I give you a challenge? My friends, if it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. So I'm here to challenge you. Here's my challenge. Stop building your customer base. Stop building your team. And stop building your business. And start building your empire. If you're open to being an empire builder, say yes. If you're really open to being an empire builder, say yes. Modere wasn't built to lay bricks. Modere wasn't built to build walls. Modere was built to build an empire. We're empire builders, my friends. We're going to change the world together. 3 quick tips and we're going to get out of here. Number 1, elevate your identity. Have any of you, raise your hand, have you ever had a weird Uber experience? So my wife and I, about almost 2 years ago, moved down to southern Utah, the desert. We used to live up here in Salt Lake, where it's a little chilly. Have you noticed that? And I was traveling a lot. This was pre-pandemic. One morning I wake up to go early morning flight, like one of those like 6 a.m. flights, so it's 4:30 in the morning, and I don't want to travel today. Have a light headache. I didn't want to go. I call an Uber. The guy pulls up. It's snowy and it's icy and it's rainy, and I'm pulling my thing down the stairs like this, trying not to think, and he opens the trunk and I set it in and close it. Guys, I have a hoodie on. I'm not being a good social marketer. I don't want to talk to anybody. I actually just wanted to take a nap or maybe like just work or something, as we drove. We get in the car, and just to be courteous, I said to the gentleman that's driving, I said, "How are you?" He turns back and he goes, "If I was any better, my name would be Justin." I was like, no way. I kind of look up. I was like, now I'm all about enthusiasm. And I'm all about passion, but I was like, is this a candid camera? Is this a real, for reals? I was like, okay. I said, what got you into driving for Uber? He said, well, my cats, they don't meow, they roar. And so in the morning, they wake up at 5 a.m., they start roaring. I think, well, look, got to feed the cats. So I feed the cats, and it's 5:30. I don't even have work till 8, so I just drive for Uber. It's like, it makes a lot of sense, okay. I said, so what do you do for work at 8? He's the co-founder of an $87 million tech company in Provo, Utah. This Uber driver is a multi-millionaire whose cats don't meow. They roar. So he drives for Uber in the morning. Sometimes, my friends, you don't recognize the true identity of the person sitting right next to you. Now, I want you to know, I honor your right to believe whatever you believe. But can I share with you what I believe about you? I believe that you're a child of God. And I believe that you were endowed with the seeds of greatness, and that your life has purpose and meaning, and you're not here by accident, and that you were born to win, my friends. Every decision comes from the Latin. Scission is to cut, D is off, an incision cuts in, a decision cuts off. Every decision you've ever made in your whole life, everyone, has put you in this chair at this moment right now. You made an appointment to be here. And I hope you'll step into who is your real identity. My wife and I were invited to go to Washington, D.C. They called us and they said, would you like to go to an Andrea Bocelli concert? Yes. And they said, the next morning, would you like to go to this museum and have a private brunch with Andrea and his family? Yes. When's the appointment? So that's like watching Michelangelo paint or Jordan play ball. This is frickin' Bocelli, you know? And the brunch was at a museum called the Museum of the Bible. Do you want to know what was kind of cool? They have all the donors inscribed. There's these donors that are inscribed inside of it, the people that donated to create this museum. Most impactful book ever for Christians, for Jews, for the world. And guess whose name was inscribed in it? Wayne and Bethany Johnson. Two of our elite black threes. So we go to the museum, and the door, you can see it in the picture, the door is this, 50, 70-foot door, and in Hebrew, it has the words to the book of Genesis inscripted into the door, engraven into the door in Hebrew. Does anyone know I know y'all are Bible scholars, I'm an amateur, okay? Does anyone know the first line in the Bible? In the beginning, God did what? To the heavens and the earth. He created. Of all the titles, of all the way to identify yourself, to show your identity, who you really are, God chooses, hey, just so we're meeting for the first time, you just started this, I'm a creator, and I created this whole thing. What is your real identity? Who are you? Are you here to react to all the distractions of life, to live and breathe and die? Or are you here to do something with your life, build a life, create a life, design a life, make things happen? Steve Jobs was known as a Buddhist. He said it this way, one of my very favorite Steve Jobs quotes ever. He says, everything around you that you call life was made up by people that are no smarter than you. He says, once you learn that, you'll never be the same again. Don't live a life, build one. Another way to say it is don't live a life, create one. In Dubai, they just finished this in 2020. This incredible, it's in Aramaic, this incredible new museum that they created. Here's what it says. We may not live for hundreds of years, but the products of our creativity can leave a legacy long after we are gone. The future belongs to those who can imagine it, design it, and execute it. It isn't something you await, but rather something you create. In every tradition in the world, they are trying to remind you and me that we are not here to react to this whole thing, to just live. You're here to create. That is your identity. You're a creator. You can create a life for yourself. You can design it. You can make things that aren't real. Through your dreams and through your goals and through the passions that you have in your heart. I hope you have dreams and I hope you have goals. Your dream is the fuel for your soul. You can't drive around the city. With gas prices, you don't want to drive around the city. But you can't drive around the city without gas in your tank. You can't build a life and create and design a life without dreams in your heart. A dream in your soul. It's the fuel. It's the thing that pulls you through. My friends, what is your dream? What are you creating? Are you living an intentional life? When you leave this, how are you going to intentionally use those 3 codes? What are you going to do for your team to intentionally have your teams? I was on with Marina and Bryn. They said, no codes left unused. That's a good mantra for all of us. No codes left unused, my friends. Second step to build your empire. Elevate your identity. Number 2, lay the bricks. Even the great cathedral that still stands to this day was laid brick by brick by brick by brick. I just finished Will Smith's book. It's called Will. How many of you grew up with Will Smith? This is a story how I was born and raised in the playgrounds where I used to spend most of my days, chilling and relaxing, acting all cool, playing some b-ball outside the cool school. Remember this? When he says he became the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Anyway, so here's what Will Smith said. If you want to build an empire, you don't focus on the empire, you focus on the bricks. You don't set out to build a wall, he said. You don't say, I'm going to build the biggest, baddest, greatest wall that's ever been built. You don't start there. You say, I'm going to lay this brick as perfectly as a brick can be laid, and you do that every single day, and soon you have a wall. I've been laying bricks for a couple years now. For those of you that don't know my story, I used to work at the mall. Now, for the young people, like we have the 22-year-old, Alexa, hey. So for the young people in the audience, please raise your hand if you were born in the 1900s. Isn't it weird we're that old that we were born like in the 1800s? Remember, we're now them. So for those of you that are young, we used to go, when the Amazon was a river, to this place called the mall. And we would walk around this place, hey, and when we walked around, there's these certain people that worked at a kiosk in the mall, these little carts, and you didn't want to make eye contact with them, because if you made eye contact, they would suck you into their mall kiosk and they would sell you stuff. I was the mall kiosk guy that you didn't want to make eye contact with. I have no college education. My parents got divorced when I was 12. We moved 13 times in 7 years. Missy and I got married when I was 22. Isaac was born at 23. I was 25 and working in the mall. Guess what I did have? I have what you have. I had dreams and I had goals and I wanted to design a life and create a life. I didn't want to just live and breathe and die and work at the mall my whole life. So I'm sitting there and I'm introduced to this whole direct sales concept, right? And I remember did all my little homework and I told my wife one Sunday morning, I was like, we're doing this, honey. I'm freaking gonna do this. I'm like, we're gonna be successful too. I'm gonna figure this thing out. I'm like, sweetheart, we're gonna build an empire. I'm gonna do this. And guys, I went to church after. And after like the congregational meeting, I'm sitting in the hallway and I'm waiting for like a Sunday school to start. And there's 2 guys in the hallway we're small talking that are church friends. Do any of you have church friends? They're not even your real friend. You just talk to them at church. Some of you also have like Instagram friends. They're not even your real friend. You just see them on Instagram. Or Facebook friends, or gym friends, or yoga friends. Do any of you have those kind of friends? So I'm sitting there talking to these guys, and I said to one guy, I said, so what's up, man? Just small talking. How's work? How's your family? He goes, dude, my work sucks. My boss is such a loser. Ugh, hate this guy. I wish I didn't have to do it. And I was like, oh, that's awesome, dude. And he's like, how's your family? Oh, dude, my wife's nagging me all the time. I'm like, all right, bro. What about you, man? What's up with you? He goes, oh, dude, same thing. My job sucks. My life sucks. My boss sucks. I'm like, oh, it sucks. And then they said, what about you, Justin? What are you up to? True story. I was not trying to sell him anything. I was waiting for the thing to start, so we'd go sit down. They're just church friends. I didn't want to talk to these 2 guys. And so I said, I'm starting this little business. These guys go like this, for reals, true story. Wait. So wait. You're going to do one of those one things? Oh, he's going to do one of the one thing. Oh, you're going to become a millionaire. Oh my gosh, he's going to be. There's like doing the leg slap, like that was so funny. And they're putting their hands on the shoulder of the other guy, like he's going to. Oh, are you going to fire your boss? You're going to fire your boss, huh? Okay, he's doing it. One of the one things. Okay. Oh, that's great. Yeah, we'll see how you're doing that in 2 weeks. Okay. Have you ever had something happen like in your mind? It hasn't quite happened yet in reality, but it's real in your mind. Can I share with you what happened in my mind? Let me ask you a question before we get into it. Have any of you ever had someone make fun of your post? Any of you ever had any haters in your life? Someone tell you that you're not going to be able to do this? That your dreams, you think you're going to create a business? You're a creator, huh? Yeah. You're going to create $1 million business. You are? Yeah. The girl from the trailer park, I don't think you think you're going to leave us and go there? Okay. Anyone had this happen before? So can I tell you what happened? Is this a judgment-free zone? Can I just pause for a moment? Are we in a judgment-free zone? So I want to tell you what I actually thought. What I actually thought was, these two chumps don't know that I used to be a Golden Gloves and Junior Olympics boxer. And all I could think to myself as I looked at these two guys, I was literally dumbfounded, was chin. Just like, pop! Like, who's laughing now? Have any of you ever when they make fun of your post or they make fun, you're just like, you want to do this? Okay, anyway. It was so vivid, I thought it happened. I thought I punched the two guys at church. In fact, when I realized I hadn't done it yet, I was like, oh, phew. So anyway, I just thought it would be so weird if a pastor came walking down the hall and just, oh my gosh, what happened here? Oh, these two were making fun of Brother Prince's dream. Next thing you know, anyway, so we're helping them up. I just thought it wouldn't go over so well. For those of you that were judging, even though you promised you wouldn't, I didn't punch the church guys. And guess what? I repented for wanting to punch the church guys, okay? So chill out a little bit. We're fine. Okay. Second thought that I had is I wanted to defend myself. Have you ever had that? You just want to get back on there like, oh, you get those thumbs ready. It's like, how dare you say that? And here we go. You're just like, your life sucks and you hate everything about your life. At least I'm trying to do something special. By the way, the average person in America only makes $54,000. That's combined for their household. And so I'm at least going to try and make something happen with my life and be a creator. Send. Has anyone ever wanted to send that message? I wanted to too. Guess what I said to him? Nothing. Nothing would come out. I was like a deer in the headlights. I just looked at him like this. And then the third thought that came into my mind was I just wanted to grab all the words and just put them back in. Because if I just put them all back in, I never said it. If I never said it, they never made fun of me. And I could just go back to the mall. No one made fun of me at the mall. Do you want to know why no one made fun of me at the mall? Because no one cared when you work at the mall. Can I ask you a question? Why do we give so much weight to words? People are like, words have power, words have weight. I agree. Guess how much power and weight they have? The amount of weight that you give the words. I saw one of those guys about 7 years, well, let's see. Yeah, 7 or 8 years later, my brother and I went to a late night movie. He was walking in the hallway. I go, what's up, man? I haven't seen you for 8 years. What's up, man? He was, and I'm just sharing this not to judge. I'm not pointing this out. I'm not happy for this. I'm just telling you. He's probably 70 pounds heavier. He had lost his family because he'd been unfaithful to his wife and whatever. He was struggling with alcohol. Again, I'm not judging. I'm just saying this is what happened. And we left, and I said to my brother, see that guy? I almost quit day one because of what that guy said. He made me feel this small. My brother's like, that guy? I was like, yes, that guy. A friend of mine went to a National Charity Awards dinner sat right next to former two-time President Ronald Reagan. And so they're up on the stand, they're at this National Charity Awards dinner, everyone's in the rounds like this, and he's sitting there, podium, Reagan, him, and he's eating his chicken and broccoli, and he's thinking, what do I ask the guy? He thinks the best question he could think to ask. Mr. President, how did you become the two-term President of the United States? He's like, it was the best one I could think of. Okay. So Reagan says, you know, it's interesting, when I was a little boy, I wanted to play football. My friends laughed at me, like, Ron, you're going to play football? You're a little runt. You're going to get crunched out there. He goes, I ultimately played high school football. He said, I listened to those who believed in me, and I listened to those who told me that I could. He said, when I was a football player, I told some friends, I want to be an actor, like a famous actor. And his friends were like, Ron, you're a football player, bro. I mean, What do you know about acting? He ultimately became a famous actor. He said, I listened to those who believed in me, and I listened to those who told me that I could. He said, when I was an actor, I told some friends I wanted to become the governor of the state of California. His friends were like, Ron, with all due respect, you're an actor. I mean, what do you know about being a governor? He goes, I ultimately became the governor of the state of California. He said, I listened to those who believed in me, and I listened to those that told me that I could. When he was the governor, he said, I want to become the president of the United States of America. His friends were like, Ron, with all due respect, you're a governor. What do you know about becoming a president? He became a 2-term president of the United States of America, one of the more influential presidents in American history. Why? Because I listened to those who believed in me, and I listened to those who told me that I could. If you're going to build an empire, my friends, give more weight to the words of those encouraging you and less weight to those that are tearing you down. That little boy started to grow. Have you guys ever had someone be like, so like, why are you like doing one of those like one things, you know, like, why are you like doing it? Like, why? Like, or why are you like posting and stuff? Why are you doing it? Have you guys ever had that question? And you're like, oh my gosh, here we go. And then guess what you do? You give the like best Harvard answer you can think of. You're like, well, I'm looking to build a financial asset for my family. And so this is like a way to create leverage, financial leverage. You know, I don't know if you've ever heard that, but anyway, it's really good. And then later they walk away and you're like, that's not even the real reason I'm doing it. Can I tell you the real reason I started 16 years ago? I wanted my little boy to be proud of me. That's the real reason. I wanted my wife to be proud of me. That's why I started. You'll have your reasons for why you started. Our first business failed. We then had another little baby, a little girl. I moved my pregnant wife and our 2 kids into the loft of my wife's parents' garage. I was now working 2 part-time jobs. They slept in a little closet. I'd kiss them in the morning when they were asleep. I'd work all day at the one job, work all night at the other job, building my business as fast as I could, trying to lay some bricks every single day, as fast as I could. Lay more bricks. I'd come home at night and I'd give them a kiss on the cheek when they were in the closet asleep. I thought that would last a couple weeks. It turned into a couple months. I used to come, by the way, and let me talk to you in the back, not all the rich, happy people up in here. Let me talk to the rest of us where I used to sit. I would sit in this room, at this exact building, in the back. Let me talk to you for a sec. How many of you in the back, don't lie, be honest, promise? Okay, here's the deal. You kind of lied last time about the judging. Okay, here we go. When all the happy, successful people would be like, hey, like that, I would stand up in the back like this. I'm thinking to myself, I am so happy for your success. I'm just like, by the way, your first event, you're happy for everyone's success. It's so possible for everyone. Oh my gosh. And then when you hit that first rank, if any of you ever hit the first rank and you're like, showing everyone like, yep, team leader, hey. And then when you come back to the third event as a team leader, you're like tucking it in your jacket, like, I'm still here. And by the way, you haven't even requalified at team leader because you just hit it that 1 month, so anyway, you kind of tuck in your jacket, just, I'm just still here. And you're back in the back thinking, is this even worth it anymore? You come to the event on empty. That was me for years in this profession. Wondering, do I even have what it takes? But guess what I did? I just kept laying bricks. This is me on the side of the road selling animated Bible videos in Mesa, Arizona in an Arby's parking lot. Laying bricks. How many of you have ever watched a Wes Bewley video or a Bryn Lang video or Tony and Sarah video or John, heaven forbid you watch a John Melton video? You're like, you're not encouraged. You're like, well, no wonder he's fricking the man. Look at this. He talks like 5 million miles an hour and the hands are like this and freak. Have you ever watched some of these leaders' videos? You're just like, I get it. I mean, no wonder you're crushing this thing. Do you know what these ladies and these men have been doing? Laying bricks. Can I share with you some of the bricks I've laid? Go ahead and roll it. Whenever you're ready, just roll it.
Hi, welcome. Sure kind of you to take time out of your busy schedule. My name is Justin Prince. You should be complimented that you're receiving this email in your inbox. Why? Because whoever sent you this thinks highly enough of you that they wanted to give you a unique glimpse of the future.
Woo! Now, it's the judgment-free zone, okay? Let me just tell you who my target market was when I was making these videos. Go ahead and hit me with the target market real quick.
Let me break it down one step further and ask you a second question. Do you know anyone that has skin?
Sometimes you got to get into the niches, okay? You got to go for the niche. How many of you are laying bricks that look like this right now? Guess what? Lay bricks, lay bricks. You're building an empire, my friends. Lay more bricks, lay more bricks. I ultimately became the fastest growing little distributor for this company. I was speaking in Moscow and Omsk, Russia, and Almaty, Kazakhstan. They had these tickets, like a cardboard ticket. Like I felt like I was like Taylor Swift or Justin Bieber. I was like, and they're like, all these people would come to the event, and I was the speaker at the tour of the event. And I'm like, this is surreal. This is surreal. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Laying bricks, laying bricks, laying bricks. 9.5 years ago, you want to see what social retail 1.0 looked like? That's 1.0. Laying bricks, laying bricks, laying bricks, laying bricks, laying bricks, laying bricks. This was before our first event, about 50 minutes before the event, putting our slides together. Laying bricks, laying bricks, laying bricks. This is the very first order ever shipped out of Modere. Laying bricks, laying bricks, laying bricks, laying bricks, laying bricks, lay the bricks. Can I share something with each of you? I told all of our partners back then, and I told anyone that would listen to me, that we had $1 billion idea. And I was wrong. It was a $2 billion idea. Can I share with you my take now? 2.0, I believe, will be a $5 to $8 billion idea. I hope I'm wrong on this one too. I believe that in the next 2 years, we'll do more revenue than we did in the last 8 years combined. My friends, that little family doesn't sleep in the closet anymore. Lay the bricks, my friends. Lay the bricks. If you want to build an empire, you got to lay the bricks. You got to lay the bricks. You got to lay the bricks every single day. Don't focus on the wall. Lay that brick as perfectly as you know how to lay the brick. Number 3, and we'll wrap. Persist until. There's 5 stages of certainty. We'll go through this quick. Stage number 1 of certainty, by the way, check this out. Stages of what? Stages of what? Guess how certain you are of certain things? Pretty freaking certain. This is not 5 stages of like things I think about. It's like, no, I'm certain. Number 1, it's impossible. Some of you are here today and it's impossible. If it's impossible, it means it's not even possible. Number 2, improbable, which basically just means it's unlikely this is going to happen. Number 3, it's possible. Now, doesn't mean it's going to happen, but at least it is possible. 4, probable. This is actually likely to happen. Odds are stacked in my favor. 5, inevitable. How many of you would like to leave here with an empire that is inevitable for you to go build? Not possible, not probable, not even likely. Inevitable for you to go build. It's guaranteed to happen. There's a word that you want to write in your notes, and there's a word you want to star and underline. Superman said, so many of our dreams first seem impossible, then they seem improbable, and then soon when we summon the will, they become inevitable. Here's the word that can guarantee your success. Write this in your notes and bold this one in your brain, my friends. Until. I'll persist until. Is anyone in here good at math? Just raise your hand if you're good at math. Anyone? Okay. Got some mathematicians up in here. This is a quarter. Heads and tails. Heads and tails. Here's the question. What are the odds that I can flip this quarter and land 10 heads in a row? What are the odds? 10 heads in a row. Does anyone know? What are the odds? 50%? Because it's heads and tails? What else? Some of you have seen the training. You're supposed to play along a little better. My friends, it's 100% for sure, inevitable guarantee. Why? Because I didn't limit how many times you can flip the quarter. You can flip until you land 10 heads in a row. Let me ask you a question. How many social marketers does the company allow you to enroll? You can enroll social marketers until you find the ones that are going to help you build that empire. How many customers are you allowed to have in your pod? You can get customers until you find the customers you're looking for. How many codes can you share? As many as you'd like until you build the business you're looking to build. You can persist until. How many of you have had an amazing event this weekend? Can we give some love to our MCs? Tony and Sarah's lucky. They were the first people that said yes to this whole party. They said yes before we even had a name. I remember Sarah goes, I'm in. I was like, into what, sister? We didn't have a name yet. Aren't they beautiful? I mean, stop. Look at this. They look like GQ and husband-wife couple. This was 8 years ago last month. I'm going to share with you a story, but it's not a Tony and Sarah story. It's a empire building story. Everyone with me? This is a you story. This is your empire. Tony and Sarah said yes. And guess what they did? They went into action, dude. This is pre-Facebook groups, pre-ATM, pre any of that stuff. We were doing home presentations, dude. We just told anyone that would listen to us. They just started telling the story, laying the bricks, doing the deal, same stuff we all go do the deal. It was different. The actions were different then than we do today. Remember when I flew out there and we did a little meeting, a city meeting in Minneapolis, Sarah and Tony and I. We're just like, let's go. Somebody, guess what? They started enrolling. Rolled at 1, 2, 3, 4, 11, 12, 13, 22, 23, 24. People were joining the team. People saw the vision. They got it. The whole freaking thing was starting to happen. The empire was starting to be built. We were laying bricks. We were building walls. 33, 34, 35. People were joining. 44, 45. People were joining the team. We knew we had the tiger by the tail. 47, 48, 49 personally enrolled. 50 personally enrolled. They enrolled 50 to launch their business. How many of you would be like, yo, I want to go enroll 50 to go do this deal, right? Every single one of the 50 quit. How many of us, a person like number 13 is like, you know what? I'm just not built for this. The last 13 all quit. I mean, I clearly suck at something, like getting them started or something. I can't cast the vision. What about, when would you just say, I'm out? You know what I'm saying? It's just not working. Like, I'll persist until 27. No. I'll persist until 33. At 33, it's just like, this clearly is not for me. I'm not built for it. I'm just not my personality. When would you persist? Maybe till 41? They were at 50. They all quit. When do you quit? When do you give up? When do you roll over? Remember, you're a creator, my friend. You're going to get knocked down. You're going to get knocked down. You have two options. You can lay there and bleed and whine and blame and complain, or you can get up. You can dust yourself off, and you can go rebuild your empire. St. Paul's Cathedral was built after it burned down. Can I share with you a secret of building empires? You rebuild them. Some of you today, you came here this weekend, and your business is actually down. You're hiding your rank in the thing because you're not even a D1 anymore. You're not even a platinum. You haven't been a platinum for 9 months. Ever had this happen? And you feel ashamed and embarrassed, and you feel like, I don't even, like, all these other people are qualifying at their rank. I'm not even freaking hitting my rank anymore. Listen, my friends. Empires are rebuilt on top of empires. New York was rebuilt on top of New York. Chicago burned down. They rebuilt Chicago on top of Chicago. Vegas was rebuilt on top of Vegas. This is how it was designed, Your body has millions of cells that die, and they're reborn, literally. Die, and bam, I'm ready to go again. Write this in your notes. Relaunch, reset. Guess what you do? You reset yourself, and you go again. You reset yourself, and you go again. That's how you build empires. Guess what happens after the darkest nights? It becomes dawn. The earth resets. After the harshest winter, what happens? Spring. Why? The earth resets. Reset yourself, reset yourself, reset yourself, relaunch. We talk a lot about building your business, launching a business. My friends, empires are rebuilt and relaunched. Reset, 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 reset. Leave this event and reset. Not just your business, my friends. Fall in love with your marriages. Re-fall in love with your faith, whatever that journey looks like for you. Re-fall in love with the process, not just the idea of success, but the journey of success. Reset yourself. Fall back in love. Reset yourself. This is how you build the empire. Guess what Tony and Sarah did? They just relaunched and relaunched and relaunched and relaunched. And even though the bricks crumbled and the wall crumbled, they just kept relaunching. One of the 50 led him to a woman in North Carolina. Sweet woman, small town, named Joni Robbins. Joni Robbins led us to an amazing woman who was broken both emotionally and financially, up in Canada, named Jackie Wilson. Joni became an elite 3 from one of the guys that quit. Yes, you heard that right. The dude that quit led us to a girl that became elite 3, who led us to Jackie Wilson, who became elite 3, led us to that entire Canadian line. That Sarah introduced her girlfriend named Amy Gleave from a small town in southern Utah. Amy Gleave introduced us to Rick and Michelle Teague. Amy Gleave became an elite 3. Rick and Michelle became elite black 1s. Another line, Anna Woodward, Lisa Cox, that whole line. Jennifer Piper Kennedy down another line. All of a sudden, the empire started to come on the ashes of the original build. On the ashes of the bricks, on the ashes of the wall. My friends, you're a creator and you're also a rebuilder. That's how empires are built. You see them today, they rebuild and rebuild. You're an empire builder. Building is rebuilding. It's normal, my friends. This is part of the process. Empires are built and rebuilt. Have you ever heard the story of the mule that falls into the well? This old mule, old well, tired, worn out mule. He falls in and he's like, oh my gosh, I can't get out of here. All of a sudden he sees the farmer. Oh, he's here to save me, here to rescue me. He sees the farmer. Instead of grabbing some rope, the farmer grabs a shovel. And guess what he does? He starts to bury the mule because it's an old well, it's an old mule. So boom, the dirt and the rocks and the gravel and the pressure hit the mule and it hits him. Boom, another one. Have you ever had the dirt and the pressure and the rocks? It's almost like if it's not one thing, it's another. Just life just hits. And then boom, it hits you again. And then boom again. The mule says, I'm going to die down here. The thing I thought was going to save me is going to kill me. Guess what? All of a sudden, it just saw itself differently. I'm not a bricklayer. I'm not a wall builder. I'm building an empire. It just saw it differently. It's just different perspective. Same thing, different perspective. And the mule thought, if I shake it off and step up, and I shake it off and I step up and I shake it off and I step up and I shake it off and I step up, the things that were meant to bury me are the things that set me free. You understand what you're building right now, my friends? Your stage story. Because here's the sections. There's a dream, there's a struggle, there's a victory. They're all the same size. You know what we want? Big, huge dreams, itty bitty struggle, big, huge victories. They're equal, they're commensurate. If you've signed yourself up for a dream to build an empire, guess what you've signed yourself up for? A struggle equal to the size of the dream and a victory equal to the size of the struggle. Dream big dreams, my friends. Tony Robbins says people are not lazy, they simply don't have dreams that inspire them. Number 2, take good notes in the struggle. You're building stage stories right now. The bigger your struggle, the louder the applause when you cross this stage. The bigger your struggle, the bigger the story. We're going to be tears up, crying when you cross because your struggle is how you overcame. And remember this, don't own the struggle section. Don't get caught there. Don't own that story. That's not the story. The story is how you overcame that section and got to the victory. The divorce, the bankruptcy, the abuse, the bullying, that is not your story. How you overcame that to inspire all of us is you use that story to inspire us. We want to hear your victory, how you overcame it. You can get through the struggle. You weren't born to live there. You're born to pass through there. This has not come to stay. This has come to pass. It took Christopher Wren 40 years to build the empire. 40, starting when he was in 30, finished when he was in his 70s. Bricklayers, guess when they go home? They go home early. Wall builders, they go home early. Empire builders persist until the empire is built, even if it takes a few years. I freaking love you guys. So, 3 words and we're gonna wrap. Be the one, my friends. Be the one. Write your story. Be the one. Be the one that future generations of children who are yet unborn, they look down, they look up into that family lineage, they look up and they say, it was her. It was him. She's the one. She's the one that changed our family forever. She's the one that built the business. She's the one that had the courage, the confidence, the commitment. She's the one that broke the generational curses. She's the one that broke the chains. She's the one that made the decisions. She's the one that built the empire. And they're telling your story. You have an entire posterity of families that's gone before you that bled and lived and died so that you could be the one. Every family has one. By the way, guess how many people it takes to break a generational curse? Guess how many people it takes to build the empire? One decision. You are the one. Be that one. The one shows up. Be that one for your family. Be that one for your heritage. Now, let me share this. The one, guess how many ones there is? One. It's singular. And guess what? It's also infinite. Because Casey and Kylie can be the one, you can be the one, and we can all be the one. So as we leave this, have any of you ever seen the show Hamilton on Disney Plus or been to the Broadway? One of my favorite songs is called Nonstop, Nonstop, Nonstop. Alexander Hamilton's on the $10 bill. Alexander Hamilton, they have this story that says, Alexander, why are you always writing like you're running out of time? He wrote the Federalist Papers that created and defended the U.S. Constitution. They were supposed to write 25 essays. They ended up writing 80. James J. and James Madison helped him write them. James J. got sick, wrote 4. Madison wrote 25. Alexander Hamilton wrote 51 of the essays that defended and the creation of this new Constitution. They said, Alexander, why are you always writing like you're running out of time? Why are you always writing like you're running out of time? Day and night like you're running out of time. Because he died at 47. Your life is limited. Marcus Aurelius says, memento mori. Meditate on mortality. We only get so long. He says you could leave life right now. Let it determine what you do, what you say, what you think. My friends, be the one that lives a life with urgency. Have some pep in your step. You've got this. You're born to create. You're born to live a significant life. You're born to make things happen. Live that life. Be that one. Be the one that lives with pep in their step. Get rid of Collins emergency. You only have 10 days. Make it happen. Listen. Can my family come up real quick? Everyone keep standing. Can my family come up? And can I have all of the elite threes come up? Keep the music playing, bro. All the elite threes, please come up. Keep the music playing, please. Can my family please come up real quick? And everyone, as they're coming up, can everyone come up in here? All up in here. Those of you in the back, come up. I want you to change your perspective. Change your perspective. You're not a bricklayer. You're not a wall builder, my friends. You're building an empire. You need to look at it a little different. So come up here. Everyone come up. Okay, everyone walk up as fast as you can. Spread out through the chairs. There's room in here. There's room behind the monitors. So, Lise, are you saying down there? Because you got to come up. Yeah, of course. All E3s come up here. So all E3s come up. If you're an Elite 3, please come up. Okay, keep coming up. As you start getting spread out through the chairs, My friends, change your perspective. Change your perspective. You want to change your life? Change your perspective. You're not laying bricks. You're not just building walls. Change your perspective. So come up and change. Look at the stage a little differently. Keep coming up. Don't you hate audience participation? They're like, will you read? You're like, dude, I'm here. Okay. Do I actually have to? No, you have to. So come on up, please. Please come on up. I want all the leaders on this stage to look at these eyes. I relate to these eyes. These are the eyes of hope. All the sacrifice is going to be worth it. When you wonder if it's really going to be worth the struggle and the sacrifice, if the rewards are worth it, I want you to pull them aside and just ask them honestly, are the rewards worth the sacrifice? My friends, I want you to know that hope in your heart, that dream in your heart, it's worth your fight. It's worth your grit. It's worth the best that you've got. Give it all you've got. Be in the arena. Remember that man in the arena quote, woman in the arena? It's not the critic who counts. It's not the one that watches how the good man stumbles. It's the man or the woman in the arena that's marred by blood, sweat, and tears, that knows victory and defeat. That's us. That's you. It's worth the struggle. The reward is worth the sacrifice. Can we have all the staff come up too? Where's all our staff? Bring up all the staff. Let's give them a round of applause. Make some way for the staff. They should be coming up here. Come on, staff. We love you. Come on up. Yo, staff, Shane, what's up? Let's do this. Where's Ozma? Okay. Hey, Justin, Sarah, come up here. Where's Ozma? Is she up here yet? Come up here, Jay. Did she have to bounce? Oh, I went long. Sorry, Ozma. So, okay, Shane, get up here. JQ and Marcole, where's Marcole? Marcole, get up here, please. Marcole's our brand new events coordinator. Can we give her some serious love? Congratulations, thank you. No, don't leave. Oh, she's here. Okay, good. Can we, listen, we're partners. We're partners. These guys work so hard for us. In fact, I don't know if I've ever met a harder worker than Ozma Ishak. This woman lays it on the line for us. Can we give her and this incredible staff some serious love for their vision, for their work ethic, and for what they do? So where is my EJ, come here, bud. Here, just, Sissy, come up. Lexi, come up. Missy, come up. Come here, sweetie. The real rock of our family, the real star of our show, the real reason that I'm here is because of Missy. She's amazing, my friends. You may not see her as much on video. She's the real reason this all happened. Someone asked me the other day, they're like, will you do a parenting thing? Tell us about how to parent. I go, it's easy, 3 steps. Step 1, marry Missy. Step 2, have really good kids. Step 3, don't blow it. It's that easy. So, my friends, you've got everything that it takes to create and to design an extraordinary life. Elevate your identity into that person. You are that person. You're the creator of your life. You're not just here to live and breathe and die. You're here to create and to make it happen. You can do it, my friends. You've got everything that it takes. You is instilled into you. You've got it. Now, you're going to have to lay some bricks. I just want you to know, you're going to have to lay some bricks. The bricks may crumble sometimes. The walls may fall. You still have to lay the bricks. You have to build and rebuild, set and reset, fall back in love. Let's leave this together and fall back in love with your business, with the process, not just the idea, but the process, the grind, the hustle, the work. And I don't mean grind like this, the new grind culture. I mean, fall in love with the daily work. Lay the bricks as perfectly as you can lay them. Lay them with vision, not as a bricklayer. Lay them with vision, not as a wall builder. Lay them with the vision of who you really are. You're here to build a cathedral to the Almighty. Go build that business and persist until it's built. We love you guys. All right, here we go. Turn down the music. Here we go. Here we go. Everyone, like at a college basketball game, we're going to end with this, like this. Everyone, lock arms. Everybody lock arms. I want you to repeat this and we're done. I want you to repeat this and we're done. Everyone like this, like in a line. Wait, are you guys with me? Everyone like this, lock arms. You need the person next to you. You can't build this alone. We all need each other. Here's what I want you to do. Here's what I want you to do. Here's what I want you to do. All right. I know swaying's fun. Hold on. Here's what I want you to do. Kill the music. Here's what I want you to do. I'm going to give you 3 lines. The first time I want you to say them like you don't believe them. The second time I want you to say them like you sort of believe it. The third time, I want the volleyball tournament and the lights to shake and the security to get called because you say it like it's certain, it's inevitable of your success. Everyone with me? Yes. Okay, so I'm going to say it, you repeat. I'm going to say it, you repeat. I'm going to say it, you repeat. First, like you don't believe it. You guys with me? Yes. I am who I am.
I am who I am.
I will be who I was born to be.
I will be who I was born to be.
Today I am free.
Today I am free.
Like you kind of believe it. I am who I am.
I am who I am.
I will be who I was born to be.
I will be who I was born to be.
Today I am free.
Today I am free.
All right, my friends. You ready?
Yes.
I want like it to shake and security, volleyball to leave. Like they're nervous of what's going on in here. Everyone stop. Everyone stop. You ready? I am who I am.